Hey guys, this is Marshall, and this is my first video on the TheRoundTableHd. Hope you're glad to have me. And basically, I was invited on by Putty. I've known him for a long time now. Well, not long and not long, but you know, pretty long, I'd say. And he invited me on, and I'm happy to be here doing videos with you guys. I have a channel of my own, but I like this whole thing, and I'm glad to be here. This is more for me. I mean, this should be fun. So as you can see, this is Medieval 2 Total War, the game we're doing. If you haven't done this, if you haven't played or seen this game before, you'll soon see what it's all about. But so stick with us, and we are going to do the Grand Campaign, as that is the most fun. And as far as factions, in my opinion, the most fun to be is England, good old England. And we are going to do a few things here. First, we're going to turn advice off. I've played this enough to know basically what that bitch is going to say when she's going to say it. There will be a battle limit that helps. We will be managing our own. Yes, I want that. That basically says even if we don't have a governor, we can manage the city. We're going to put the campaign difficulty up to hard, because I have set the time scale to half of what it usually is. Usually one turn is 2 years. Now one turn is 1 year. And that is to make it a little more interesting. In exchange, we'll be doing the campaign difficulty on hard, and it is a big difference from medium. They will be throwing some shit our way. So, that is going... oh, shit, I'm accidentally moving that. That should be interesting. Now, I believe... oh. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Let me go into options real quick and go into... game settings. I was under the assumption we're going to set the unit scale to huge, because honestly, who doesn't want gigantic? We're just gonna stick with RTS because I'm pretty sure that's the one that I usually use. We're not gonna mess with anything else. Actually. So sorry. This is good for you guys to see, so you know what the fuck's up. We're going to set the volume down and set the music down some more, and that should be good. Apply changes. Always do subtitles. I'm sorry, that's just unnecessary. Okay, so now we're going to go back into this Grand Campaign, England, and this is all still there. So, let's begin. We could read all this, but this is going to be more about making our own game. And, honestly, the intro is not that impressive in this game, so I'm just going to skip it. Usually I include intros, but holy shit, Fraps is like going haywire right now. Fraps is like pooping itself. Okay, it's fine. Sorry. The numbers on Fraps looked like a donkey was raping them. Like, they looked really weird and pixelated. So, anyway. I don't know. Well, we'll set the graphics up next time. I don't know if the graphics are at their top. Shit. Well, we'll fix that later. I won't worry about that now. So, our faction leader right now is King William the Conqueror. He is quite a man. He has achieved quite a lot, and he will be our faction leader. We have 3 cities to start off with. Caen, or Kane. It's Caen. Pretty sure. I did a report on it in French class, so I should goddamn know how to pronounce it, but I think I forgot. So I think it's Caen. And then we have good old London town and Nottingham. So Nottingham and Caen are both castles, which allows us to recruit the best kind of units there. And London is a city, which allows us to build, it's more productive to our economy. So that's a good blend to start out with. To our south we have the French, which will be something we will deal with, not necessarily right in the next,
What's a hammer?
Not exactly right now. And to prepare for dealing with them, I'm sending over my princess. Her name is Cecilia. Our lovely Princess Cecilia over to good old France. And they will be basically negotiating. We are going to marry her to the French king, or heir to some French prince, whatever. And that way, France will not be allowed to attack us, or at least they shouldn't, until I want to attack them. It basically puts the ball in my court, as opposed to leaving it in theirs. So now we have to deal with the present threat is we are surrounded by rebels. Rebels to the left, rebels to the right, rebels up in York. There's rebels here, there's rebels there, there's rebels here, I think, yes. So, rebels everywhere. So we're going to deal with that threat by first building some buildings. Now, we're going to get some general first things set up here in Nottingham. Some roads, some just simple dirt roads, a simple land clearance for farming, and small chapel. And then in London, we're going to build a land clearance for farming and a port. A port because I don't think we have any ports that I know of. And having we do have a port. Well, it's good to have two. Why not? Okay. So, and then in Caen, we're going to build a small chapel, a land clearance, and some dirt roads. So, in Caen, we're going to recruit some mailed knights, some levy spear. Hell, we'll just, recruit those 3 units. And, we're going to recruit spear militia here. We do not have a ton of troops to start off with. We have a good amount, but not enough to stem the tide of this war that we are about to enter. I am going to now, I set the unit type to huge because that makes the game more interesting, honestly. Now, our young Prince Rufus, the faction heir, he is okay in battle, sort of capable, pretty loyal though, being a faction heir, and a little bit pious. He's a promising commander. Our son, will go off to York to butcher these rebels and further continue our plight in uniting the British Isles. Now, in Caen, Captain Robin, actually, more like Robert and his troop of archers, will go and take Rennes, a nice little rebel town.
Continue tomorrow, sire.
This is to get us some coin just off the bat, and rebels are not that big of a deal. Sometimes they can be a problem, especially in the Middle East. Rebels usually generally clump up into large armies the size of buckets of food, but here they will, starting off, they are not a big worry. So we're going to end our turn, I believe, now that we have everything in order. Scotland has sent a diplomat down. I don't know what they're going to do with him, but they probably won't do anything until next turn. Okay, the Council of Nobles has given us a mission. Our great nation appears weak to tolerate such insolence from these rebels. The Council recommends you capture this rebel settlement and assert your authority, York. You will be rewarded with some of the best units currently available. They're going to attack York.
To war, then,
and they don't have any walls. Now, because these are a group of rebels, we are not going to show this battle. The first battle we will show will be a little more intense than this, I hope. So we're just going to auto-resolve this. It was a clear victory. We butchered them, and they have none left. We lost 200 men.
Glorious victory is ours, sire.
Now, you could occupy,
These
sack, or
lands
exterminate.
are now
Occupy
yours,
does basically
sire.
nothing. You just sit there and just walk in and say, hey, we're here. Sack, basically, they go in and loot and rape and pillage, and it gives you more money than anything, but it does kill quite a few people. And exterminating gives you a little bit of money from looting, but its main purpose is to massacre quite a few of the population to make sure they know who is who in their empire. Now, honestly, I will almost always choose to exterminate. However, York, since I'm going to be going for a little more of a realistic campaign, York has done nothing to provoke me technically. They were just a rebel settlement, and they need to be shown the goodness of the English Empire, so we will simply occupy them. Now, end of turn report. We're losing a lot of money, mainly because we recruited and built so much shit. And that's fine, that's normal when you first start doing all that. And it was a mission success. Now we have 4 units of mailed knight at our capital, as you can see there, as the council promised us. They did not lie. Thank God. Otherwise, we would have to behead all of them. Now we are going to go down and talk to this French princess. We're going to get a lesbian thing going on here now. Oh, wow. Constance has quite a few hearts. So, we're going... Interesting. I would rather do that. Because... I would rather they not have such a powerful diplomat. So marry factionaire... Wait. Yes. Marry factionaire to princess. This is a generous proposal. So along with that, we will get alliance, trade rights, and it says very generous. Now I like to get the best out of these deals, so what we're going to do is we're going to make a demand. That demand will be a single payment, a single sum of money. Because money talks, as they say. We're going to try to suck out 2,500 out of them and see what they think about it. They think it's balanced, so let's make the offer.
No. There is nothing attracting us to agree.
Okay. Their offers are an alliance, trade rights. We will give tributes of 950 florins per turn for 2 turns, and that is a good deal. Marry princess to factionaire. Accept the proposal.
Très bien. My people and I shall not forget this.
Okay.
Très bien,
Excellent.
Seigneur. I hope I
So
shall see you
now
again.
Constance is married to our young Rufus, I believe his name was, who just got done conquering a rebel settlement,
My lord.
and Cecilia will take her place in Caen.
Am I to win over hearts or heads?
Okay. Why don't you just stay here?
Post haste, sire.
Okay, just
A
stay
lady
there
needs
for
her
now.
rest, sire.
So England and France are now allied, and because we're allied in a way through marriage, it will be very hard for the French to break it. They will be very hard pressed to, which means they will be at bay. For now, we'll watch these, but after a while they get repetitive. We'll watch this first one. We'll watch the first one of every one. But after a while, they become extremely repetitive. So I'll read it. Celebrations erupt throughout the kingdom as news of the royal wedding makes its way to the far corners of the realm and beyond. The people are already excitedly speculating whether or not their firstborn will be a boy or a girl. So, pretty simple. And they obviously had extremely fancy weddings back then. Because her dress is fucking huge. Her dress is bigger than like 100 children. Oh, isn't that nice? That's so cute. So our son, Prince Rufus, is now married to Constance. Now, when I say our son, I will always refer in perspective to the faction leader at the time. When this faction leader dies, the new faction leader I'll be referring to. Trait increase. Cecilia is a delicate diplomat. This lady's charm has increased thanks to her efforts in diplomacy. So +2 to charm.
Daughter of the
Excellent.
crown.
We've got quite the diplomat. So,
My lord.
let's send our little spy guy up north to see what the Scottish are up to. And they are up to quite a bit, as it seems. They have troops moving out of their borders, and that is telling. Whether they're planning to conquer rebels or conquer good English folk is the question. Now, let's build some shit in York. Let's build a wooden palisade and a land clearance. Okay. Now, we started timing it late, so I'm not sure how long this is, but I want to go for 15-minute parts, because this kind of game can get a bit drawn out the longer it is. So, we're going to go for 15-minute parts, 10 to 15 minutes, and hopefully no longer. So I'm going to end this off here. Thanks for watching, guys. My name is Marshall, and I hope you guys stick around for the rest of this series. Now, I'm not sure when we're going to be uploading these yet, but I'm sure you will find out. Thank you for watching,
I shall
and
pitch
have
here
a nice
until
day.
the